No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whether in the 4-team or the 12-team playoff era, little doubt that Arizona State and Texas turned in one of the great CFP games of all time. Sparky thinks they got the short end of a late call that cost them, left them feeling a little empty.
Yeah, if you're a fan in the stadium in this one, do not leave your seat. Last year's game, Texas jumped out early, and all of a sudden, Cam Scadaboo in Arizona State came roaring back. The thing went into OT. We could have another great one here today, David.
And I think Arizona State proved something to themselves and everybody around the country. Like, Kenny Dillingham is a great coach. This squad is going to continue to be really, really good. I'm excited for this rematch.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He's got him in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Moss. Lots of running room. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the tight end. He's loose. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires downfield. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Snap from the gun on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. Extending the play. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, a huge fourth down, and that play goes off schedule, and the quarterback doing a nice job buying time, and his receivers, David, working with him to be on the same page.
Yeah, but you got to keep the rabbit in the cage. I mean, you got to do a good job when you rush the passer. I know you want to go get him, and I know you want to get sacks, but we got to do a good job of keeping contained on him, keeping him inside the pocket so he can't scramble, and then receivers, like you were talking about, making those plays, making the scramble drill happen.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He caught it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been been talking about this one all week inside the back, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. The Miami Red Hawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the match.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll try it over the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Wide open spaces. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Grab near the sticks, it's Moss. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And the ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arizona State! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is
I'm
one
one of the baddest
reasons this
motherfuckers of all
defense
time.
has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in on the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll try to do it himself. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. On the move and looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a seam wide open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Longhorns perfectly happy to let him do it himself. Horns fans have seen this before. Vince Young with over 1,000 yards rushing in 2 of his 3 seasons.
I mean, he was unbelievable. Just an unbelievable physical specimen. And I think Texas fans are always looking for that next guy. Who can be the guy that can replace the Vince Young? Give me some memories like Vince Young. It's been a desert at quarterback for them for a long time. Can this be the guy with the wheels to bring Texas back?
Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David.
All for the fair catch. All the way to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Levin. Pulls it in, it's Tyson. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. To the air, it's Levin. Into the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
On the move to his left. It's caught. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. The Longhorns get it past the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Dumps it off in the flats. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Pressure coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quarterback adapting. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got some room, headed to the goal line. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Tyson. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
On target to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And his throw is incomplete. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Ernie on the Jets. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
To the ground with the back. There he goes.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down. Right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Holds it in, the first down and more. Crosses the 30, he's got to wait. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. Hard-hitting tackle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They'll run the sneak for it. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it for a big play. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
You get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Working that left side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Back to throw. It's Levin. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gibson. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Behind the chains now on second and long. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Fires to the middle. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
To the air, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time.
Acknowledge me! Tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.